Hi everybody, it's Linda from Linda Takes It Back. Today I'm going to talk about how to save money on clothes when you're losing weight. If you're interested, please stay tuned. My first tip for saving money on clothes, if you've had weight loss surgery, is to have your weight loss surgery in the spring or summertime. And that way, as you're doing the most rapid weight loss, you can get lighter clothing, which costs less money. Sweaters and jackets and winter clothes just cost more. My next tip is to make a list. You want to list out what types of clothes you need. Are you working in an office where you need to dress up, or do you just need casual clothes? If so, you might list out t-shirts, tank tops, capris, shorts, whatever you need. If you're working in an office, you might need a skirt, a dress, pants, but we want to get neutral colors like black, gray, khaki if it's summertime. You just want to pick neutrals that you can mix and match together, and a couple of color pops. So maybe you want to do a blouse in a color, or have the standard neutral jacket that you can wear a lot of times and it won't really be noticed very much. If you get a print, it might stand out more than, oh, didn't she wear that already this week? So stay with neutral colors that you can mix and match, and don't forget about white and black. Okay, here is the most important tip for saving money on clothes. Do not buy anything before the surgery. Do not buy anything before the surgery. And I saw this on a ton of YouTube channels. I read it on a bunch of Facebook pages. Did I listen? No, I bought a ton before the surgery. And I was like, oh, I'll definitely fit into this. I'll definitely fit into that. And I had to return it all. And I had to do it quickly. Okay, so let's explain why. You go on your pre-op diet and you could lose, like I lost 9 pounds and I had a low BMI. You could lose a significant amount of weight just on your pre-op diet. And then you have your surgery. So that's at least 2 weeks usually on a liquid diet, so you could really lose a chunk more, and it's really hard to estimate what your size is going to be at that point. So you can't really look ahead too much because it could be a really rapid weight loss. You don't know what it's going to be. So don't buy, because then you'll just have to return it. And I had bought a couple of dresses from Old Navy. I bought this cute little romper from Old Navy, and I returned some of them, and they didn't have a great return window, like how many days you had to return, but I went there and I said, oh, this is not in my size. And they said, well, we can get it in your size if you want, and we'll ship it to you for free. So that was a really awesome thing that they did. But one of them I left in my closet and I totally forgot about it, the romper. And so it was way past the return window, and I took it in, and luckily they gave me a credit. They were so nice. But you don't want to get yourself in that situation where you have an item of clothing that you never wore and that you spent money on it. So let's talk about a game plan for buying clothes. So what I did is I found several stores that have a really good return policy. Macy's, I think, was 180 days, as long as it wasn't like a last act. And make sure you read through their return policies before you buy anything. Kohl's also had 180 days. I'm not sure if that applies to clearance or not, so be careful when you're buying. I buy through their charge cards, so they usually have a lot of discounts there, which is great. And I also buy through Ebates, which is amazing. I think they're called Rakuten now. I don't know why they would change the name of Ebates. Don't get me started on that. So you buy on Ebates, and then you get a quarterly like rebate check, and they can put it right into your PayPal, or you can actually even get a bigger boost in a gift card to another place, and they'll send you an email and list them out and tell you what kind of boost you would get. So many places you have to put a lot of work in. Like I tried Ibotta, and it was like doing all this work and scanning grocery receipts, and I didn't even hit $10. But Ebates is not like that, because it's real. Like if you shop online, it's a great tool to use. So since 2013, I have saved, I looked it up today, $1,200, over $1,200. Keep in mind I have twins, so I do a lot of online shopping. I had to get stuff for my house and I couldn't really run to the store really easily. So I did Amazon Prime. They don't have as much on Amazon, but Target and all those other places, and then I would have it delivered. So let me tell you about Kohl's now. This was my plan for clothes with Kohl's. And I picked Kohl's because you can get really good deals there and they're not that expensive. I know like a lot of Kohl's stuff isn't like long-term wear. You wouldn't have it for years and years, but that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for a season. You just want it for like a couple of months. So this t-shirt I got for about $5.75, and that doesn't even include the Ebates, whatever I'm going to get back on that. So, and then you get Kohl's Cash and all that other stuff that you can use on other items, depending on the deal. So I hardly ever buy at Kohl's unless it's the 30% off deal with their credit card. And then also, if you have the credit card, another tip is you don't have to pay it all off at once. If you look at your statement says, to avoid interest, pay this. And it will basically be 1/3 of your balance. So you could pay 1/3 of your balance off each month, and that kind of helps you if you have to buy a lot of clothes. But you have to pay it or else you'll get an interest charge, and you definitely don't want to do that. Okay, so t-shirts. I got this t-shirt in about 10 different colors and styles and patterns. And I bought them in extra large and large, so I have a good chunk of things waiting for me already. Okay, so here's what I want to show you next. Pants. My recommendation is to buy pants that have a drawstring. A real drawstring, not a fake drawstring. And so you can pull it in as you start to lose weight, and it gives you a little bit more time in those pants. And you can also stretch it out. So I wasn't really fitting in these pants when I started. They were a little tight and I could stretch it out, and now they're a little bit loose. And I basically have only had them about a month, but I have 2 more waiting for me in the next size down. So I bought these are capris, and I bought them in several different patterns. I'm going to show you what I have on right now. I have on camouflage, and it's the same pants, and you can roll them up or you can let them go long. And I also have them in shorts, and these shorts I thought were a little short for me right now, not really comfortable like showing that much leg, but hey, if it's all I have, that's what I'll do. But I also found the Bermuda ones of these, so I have those, and I bought these in 16s, 18s, and 14s. Now with the 18, I sized out of it pretty quickly, and I took one of them back and exchanged it for a 14, so that'll be ready to go. Also, I think this was one I got off of Amazon, and it's a long dress. It's like a swing dress. So it's fitted up top, but it's really loose below. And these things would be great to wear to work with a little shrug, and you can get a lot of different patterns. I did get black so that I can kind of wear it often and people wouldn't really notice. I got some things to wear to the pool when I take my kids, and just something to be comfortable in. You don't really have to spend a ton of money, and just be smart about it and plan ahead. Say you're really, really tight on money and you don't want to spend any more money on clothes. Here are some more strategies. Facebook buy nothing pages. If you haven't heard of this, there's Facebook yard sale groups, but for each area, there's usually a buy nothing page. You can only join one buy nothing page usually, the one closest to your area. Basically, if you have something you don't want anymore, but you don't want to throw it out, you can put it on there and gift it to someone. And you get to pick who you want to gift it to. If you need something, you can write that on there, or you can just go and look at the Buy Nothing page and see if anybody's offering anything. Go through your closets and your storage. I keep clothes from like 3 sizes all the time in 2 seasons. I have winter and then I have summer. So go through your own closets and through your own storage. I went down to my basement and I just found 3 boxes, and they're 14s and they're 16s, and I couldn't believe it. I hadn't seen these clothes in 7 or 8 years. And I was like, of course, throw out the ones that you hate, but then there may be some that you can use there that you haven't even seen in years and years. You know how it is, and everybody fluctuates in sizes, and then you totally forget about it, and it's been sitting down there for forever. Now's the time to go find it and go through it. And the last tip, I'm going to say it's the last tip, but I may think of another one. Don't forget to ask your friends. Ask your friends if they have any of the next size you're going into. My mom actually has some clothes waiting for me if I get down to a 12 or below. She's got a whole section she's holding for me. So ask around to the people that know you had weight loss surgery. See if they have anything that they don't want anymore that you could fit into. It's a great thing. I hope that this has been helpful to you. If there's any other tips that you know of, feel free to write them below. I hope that you'll like and subscribe my channel and follow along my journey. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to doing more videos for you. If you have any other ideas on videos you'd like, please write those below too. Take care. My next tip is if you find something and you find an amazing deal on one of those basic pieces of your wardrobe, buy it in multiple sizes. So I have been shopping at Kohl's recently, and